Storm season is upon us. Or honestly, this year, I'm not sure it ever left. No matter what part of the country you're in, we all have different natural or man-made disasters to prepare for. Also, preparing for emergencies isn't just something for your prepper friends or people you know who live off-grid. Having things on hand for an emergency is always a good idea, especially lining up the essential oils that you need for emergency preparedness. There is no need to be scared if you are prepared. Today, I'm giving you tips on how to pack and store essential oils for emergencies. I'll also answer the question about how long do essential oils last. I'll also cover our top 10 most popular multi-purpose oils and how to customize essential oils for emergencies to fit your needs. I'm Emily with Naturally Fearless Oils and Coaching, and I'm in my storm shelter, which is my least favorite room in the house. This happens to be one of the places I store essential oils for emergency preparedness. In our area, we're at risk for tornadoes, floods, and fires more than anything else, and sometimes blizzards. While my house isn't in immediate danger of flooding, the water table is so high here that most people don't have basements. We have a storm shelter that's bolted to our foundation instead of in the ground. When I was a child, I survived a pretty gnarly tornado experience, and we didn't have essential oils or a storm shelter. So although I hate being in the storm shelter, I'm grateful to have it. And while I'm claustrophobic, I'll share a tip on how to stay calm in an emergency at the end. No matter what natural or man-made disaster you may be at risk for in your area, there is one thing we can all do to prepare, and that is to make a 72-hour kit. Your 72-hour kit could help you shelter in place, or it could be something you'd easily take with you. There's a lot of content out there about what to put in a 72-hour kit, but today I'm just going to focus on what essential oils should you have in your 72-hour kit. So why are essential oils great for emergency preparedness? Well, it's tough to pack a bunch of single-purpose pills, creams, and medicines into a small amount of space. Essential oils are awesome multitaskers. Oils are all great for more than one thing, and when diluted properly, you can use them for any member of your family. So you don't need to pack adult and child versions of the same medication. Also, an emergency is the last time you would want to be dealing with a bunch of side effects from taking synthetic garbage to help maintain your health. Many over-the-counter medicines, their main side effect is drowsiness, and being drowsy might not be safe in your particular emergency. Or if you already use oils and an emergency situation happens to you, you will suddenly be going without. Now, I just want you guys to imagine the last time you went on vacation and you forgot to bring an essential oil that you regularly use. That's a lot easier to cope with on a vacation than in an emergency. Essential oils will make your whole emergency experience a lot more comfortable. So what should you put in your essential oil survival kit? Here are 3 ways to determine what your family needs. Number 1, determine how much space that you have. Once you've packed all your other essentials, see what space you have left in your 72-hour kit to accommodate essential oils. Do you have enough room for 15 ml bottles? Do you have enough room for 5 ml bottles? Or do you have enough room for a sample-sized oil keychain? Normally 72-hour kits are stored in a backpack, so they're easy to take with you. And I have to mention that doTERRA Convention backpacks make great 72-hour kits because they actually already have pockets for essential oils built in. So if you want a free doTERRA backpack, be sure to join us at convention this year in the fall. Also, if you're interested in one of these essential oil keychains, I give these to anyone who hosts an essential oil class for me as my free gift. So there might be one with your name on it. If you'd like to host a class and get your free keychain, sign up in my link in the description below. So where and how do you store your essential oils for an emergency? As part of determining the space, determine where you're going to store your essential oils for an emergency. Essential oils need to avoid temperature fluctuations, particularly heat and sunlight. But how long do oils last? I get this question all the time. Oils that don't last as long tend to be citrus oils. They are more susceptible to flashing off, they're more volatile, so they evaporate and they're more sensitive to sunlight. It's a good idea to make sure the oils you have set aside for an emergency stay fresh. So what I would recommend is once a year, use all the oils that you put aside for an emergency. And that way, you'll know what's in your emergency survival kit will still be potent and fresh. You could always check your bottles for the expiration date on the bottom. Number 2, selecting the oils in your kit. Now that you know what size oil bottles you plan to store, select the doTERRA kit to stock up on. And there are 2 kits that I would recommend for this project. These kits have the same oils and they come in 2 different sizes. They both contain our 10 most popular multi-purpose oils. The Family Essentials Kit, which is the smaller 5 ml size bottles, and the Home Essentials Kit, which is the 15 ml size bottles. These smaller size bottles contain about 80 drops, and these larger bottles contain about 250 drops. The benefit of the Family Essentials Kit is that it is less expensive and it's already in the smaller size and it may be easier to take with you. The benefit of the Home Essentials Kit is that it's 3 times the oil and not even twice the price. This is a great idea if you have a large family. With the oils in these kits, you can do hundreds of things. These oils support your standard concerns like immune, respiratory, and digestive support, sleep and stress, muscle soreness and stiffness, and even first aid issues like scrapes, burns, or rashes. Don't know what to do with them? I'm giving you access to my Essential Oil Basics class in the link below. A special note, if you have children, make sure you pack a carrier oil to properly dilute the essential oils for your children. The best carrier oil for long-term storage is fractionated coconut oil. It goes rancid much more slowly than sweet almond or jojoba that always need to be stored in the fridge. This is the perfect carrier oil for your go bag, and you can get it straight from doTERRA. Step 3, customize your oils. Make a list of the top 5 essential oils that you use every week, and if any of them are not in the Family or Home Essentials kits, make sure you put them in your emergency bag. Our family also uses Adaptive and Balance to help with stress and mood. And I use Tulsi, also known as holy basil, to support a healthy hormone response and energy. If you're not sure what oils to add personally, click the link in the description below. I would love to help customize your 72-hour kit to suit your needs. And my final tip for staying calm in an emergency. Did you know that the body metabolizes adrenaline and cortisol about every 60 seconds? And these 2 hormones are responsible for all those junky feelings of stress and anxiety. Also, emergencies frequently last longer than 30 seconds, so how can we stay more calm? When inhaled, essential oils act on the limbic system of the brain, which is right behind the nose. This area of the brain can help release more calming hormones like dopamine and serotonin. This is one of the main principles of aromatherapy. So in your storm shelter or your 72-hour kit, put an oil that you absolutely love. When the time comes to close the door in our storm shelter, or what we like to call the spaceship, take a long breath of your favorite oil or any oil you have on hand. Hold the bottle under your nose. This is when I use Balance or Adaptive. And inhale through the nose and hold for 3 seconds. And exhale through the mouth and hold for 4 seconds. This is called box breathing and is a technique used by the military and others to snap out of stressful situations. So you breathe in for the count of 4, hold for 4, breathe out for the count of 4, and hold for 4. That's why it's called box breathing. If this is challenging for you, try singing. Inhale your oil with your nose, and while breathing out, sing a line from a relaxing song. This is one of the only ways I can cope with being in our storm shelter with the door closed. And the side benefit is it smells good and it's comforting to my children. Storm seasons can be stressful, and I'd rather be prepared than scared. How about you? So how are you going to start preparing? What are you at risk for in your area? Share your ideas or concerns in the comments. I'll be praying for your health and safety this storm season, and will continue to pray for those already affected by the storms. If this content resonates with you, be sure to subscribe. It's time to become more naturally fearless communities, come what may.